This is Robin from Garden Extras, and we are harvesting grapes in the rain in the morning. I'm going to try not to get stung. There's a little bee that's been hanging out on the grapes, burrowing. Oh, there's one there. Just seen him. Where'd he go? Okay, I'm wearing gloves and using scissors, and I have my raincoat on, and obviously the rain in the morning isn't going to keep me from getting stung. The boys were tasting the grapes yesterday and said they're nice and sweet, ready to go. I trimmed these late in the summer, and then I Googled it, and they said not to trim your grapes late in the season. But mine were buried under these big, huge leaves. And it looked like the leaves were shading them too much. They were too buried in there. It looked like that was decaying them. So the articles that I read said that it keeps them from ripening if you trim them late in the year. But I think my timing was just right. And I went with my gut. And I'm not sorry I did. And I might do it again. So this is one of our grapes. This is the oldest one. This is the only one this year that has grapes on it. We do have grapes out here that were moved in the spring, early spring. This grapevine did really well, and it looked like it was going to get grapes early in the season, and then they disappeared. Then we have one under the umbrella that was moved early in the year. It was moved twice. Okay, these were put on the property in the fall of the year before. And then when we put up the chicken coop, we moved them again. And then we have one in the middle fence. And I have one, a purple seedless grape that is still in the pot because I can't figure out where to put it yet. Where's this one? Oh, there it is. It's under these sunflowers. And we are getting ready to redo this whole chicken area, so we're going to have to move the middle grape again. Kind of in between fall and summer here. We've had a lot of rain, and it's been getting cold. So I put up a tarp, put plastic around the coop. Chickens didn't seem to mind the rain. It's me who minds. And the loudmouths over here are loving it. So first batch of grapes. Got to sort through them and take the really good grapes and put them in a bowl. Squish them and cover them with plastic and let them sit for a few days. Stopped raining, so I'm going to go get a few more before I finish. I did not enjoy being in the rain today. Sometimes I do. I left a bunch of grapes for the bees. I only took the best ones. And I did it really early in the morning, first light. I didn't see any bees, but there were bees in the bucket when I put the water on it. In the afternoon, this thing will be covered in bees. My second batch of grapes, and I've decided to do a soaking outside before I drain them and bring them in the house. I've already dumped off the bugs. There were bees, stink bugs, pincher bugs, some little bug, I don't know what it was, but I don't want them in my kitchen sink. So I'll do one soaking out here, and then I'll do a soaking in the kitchen. The process one more time. The second soaking, picking off the best ones and throwing the rest out because there's a lot. And the last step really is smashing. If you have a potato smasher, you're better than me, because I have a fork. I use a blender to mash things, but it's not going to work for grapes. I forgot to look for one at the grocery store. These all have to be smashed, and I'm going to do it while the bowl is not full. When the bowl is really full like it was last time, it is hard to mash them all. And if some don't get mashed, that's okay. There was plenty of juice with that last batch. I'm happy with it. So I'm going to dump this one in here, smash, and finish. I am following the directions that came with the pectin for the grape jelly. It needs to come to a rolling boil, and I add the entire package of liquid pectin. Cook 5 more minutes. The jars are in there. They're brand new jars that I got this year. Not there yet. That's good though. This will be ready to go. When the jars are sterilized, this will be ready to go. That jar's already been washed and sterilized. It was extra with something else I was doing. Now with grapes, it's an exact science. This is my second year. Last year, 2 out of 3 didn't make it. The one that made it was so good. It was the best jelly I've ever had. But I tried to limit the sugar, and I can't this time. I'm putting in all of the sugar, which was 6 3/4 cup, almost a full bag of sugar. And a half a cup of water to 4 cups of grape juice. That's a lot of sugar. But I want this to turn out, so I'm following the directions exactly. And if it doesn't turn out, it's still good. It's still cooked. It's still in a sealed container. It'll still keep for a year. I used all of it in cooking last winter and ate all of the batch that made it. So good. Oh my goodness. The batch that made it was wild grapes from my daughter's farm. So I did get one propagated. It is out there. It is in the corner of the privacy fence and duck yard. It made it. It's growing, but it could be years before I get grapes from that one. So, yeah, we're getting it done.